Welcome back in. Well, as you guys can see, we are delighted to be joined by some special guests here in the studio. And for the first time this season, we are ecstatic to be joined by a girls flag football team. We have Inderkum here in the building. And let me introduce them to you guys. Representing the Tigers, we're going to start off over here. We have Sophia Crawford. Great smile there, Sophia. Right next to her, we have Sydney Scarborough. Hello, Sydney. All right, we're going to go to this side. We got Helena Batista.
Hello.
What's up? And right next to her, the head coach of this operation. He goes by Coach T. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Terrence is here.
How you doing? Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for spending a Sunday evening with us here in the studio. So let's get into it. You guys are off to a 4-2 start. In your 4 wins, you have shut out your opponents, and those have been commanding wins right there. Mm-hmm. What is working so well for this Inderkum flag football team this early into the season?
I don't know. I think just our energy and all the hard work we put in over summer really just has benefited us so far. All our types of plays and just our team chemistry.
You said team chemistry. I see that you guys get along very well with each other.
Yeah.
How does that team chemistry help you guys on the field and helping to know where you guys are going to be at all times?
I'll just say, like, when we all get along, so it's just, like, easier to help each other. And, like, if someone doesn't know something, it's like we can communicate better with ourselves and each other if we are already getting along. So, yeah.
We also have a lot of multi-sport athletes up here, including Sydney. 4 sports, correct?
Yeah.
You said 4 sports. So, but why did flag football work its way in? What is it about flag football that drew you and wanted you to be a part of this program?
I feel like I got pulled into flag football through one of our other coaches because I played basketball with her for my freshman year. And sophomore year, she brought me to flag football, and I just loved playing it. I loved the team chemistry and the people I played with, and I just haven't left.
Awesome. And, Coach, flag football has been growing and growing and getting more and more popular. We're getting past the point of the newness, and now we're getting into it's legit, especially in this section. For you, what is it you enjoy about this game, coaching this game, and how talented are the ladies in this area?
Man, I think there's a lot of talent from the ladies in this area, and what I get out of it is being a new experience. I've coached boys football. I was a head coach at Inderkum, JV, varsity offensive coordinator, and then when this came to me, it was something different, a new challenge, something that I never had even thought about doing, and working with them. And this is some of these girls. This is our 3rd season, so some of them, some new ones, but most of them we've been here for a little while, and we're figuring out the game, and the results are starting to show.
What do you say to those who may not understand that flag football is still very much competitive, and you have to be very athletic and skilled to perform it at a high level?
I feel like even though we can't technically tackle, girls still be physical. We still play physical.
They definitely do.
Yeah.
All the time.
Well, at least we know Helena is very physical out there, so watch out if you're coming around her way. Speaking of physical, this defense that you guys have is just imposing, intimidating.
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking before the show. I think you guys are averaging giving up 3 or 4 points a game. I mean, that's ridiculous. What do you say about your defense?
I think our defense is really aggressive, just the way they play, and they find the ball, they attack the ball and all that. Our safeties also watching. Yeah. We have really great safeties getting picks every game. It's just we're just strong in that.
Yeah, we have some ball hawks. One of the other things we did is we brought some of our successful Inderkum boys football players, Isaiah Crocker and Trajan Cotton, back, and they coach with us. They didn't come today, but they're coaching with us. So they're teaching things from, they learned at Oregon and Oregon State and Montana, UNR, and our D coordinator was a college football coach. He played 7-on-7 for me, graduated in 2014. So now we're kind of getting the real football stuff for these young ladies and teaching them the game, because now they have scholarships. So we want to send them to college. That's our goal. That's my goal for coaching, to be able to do something translational for them and transition them to college. Free.
Well, Coach brought up the boys team, so that gives me the green light to ask, how badly would you beat the boys? Or have they taken the challenge?
They don't want no smoke. That's all we say.
I love the confidence, though, that's for sure. Yeah. And confidence is key when it comes to a lot of these. Now, I'm just curious, since, Matt brought up the boys. I know I played boys, tackle football. I've been around it for a long time. I know there's a lot of trash talking that goes on there.
Oh.
How much trash talking goes on with flag football?
I'm going to say it really depends. I feel like if the other team starts it, we gonna finish it just a little bit, but it's just fun. It's all good. At the end, we shake it up, and it's a fun game.
They don't hide behind the helmets either. You see when they're talking.
There's
no
hiding.
visors. They say what they gotta say.
You gonna hear.
Yeah.
Coach, you said something that caught my attention earlier. You talked about wanting to send these ladies to college, have this be another avenue for women athletes to get their school paid for and to have careers. Yeah. What is it about this game that you think that provides that avenue, and how far can you see flag football, ladies flag football, go in the future?
How far it will go, first of all, I think there's going to be like the WNBA, there's going to be a female flag football league backed by the NFL. That's where I see it going really soon.
And what is it about this game? Because, for example, you talk about baseball and softball, and people try and compare it, but they're two very different games. Flag football, boys tackle football. There's the obvious with the pads and things like that, but you talked about the skill required to play flag football. And coming from the boys football side, what is the unique, special difference about flag football?
I think the unique thing is anybody should be able to play. If you're committed to coming out and working on some drills and some things like that, we feel like we can teach you how to be successful in the game. And these young ladies, they didn't know much about the game. Sometimes I still say things and they're like, all right, coach, well, what does that mean? What does that mean? You told me to push her. We're like, okay, well, what do you want? Yeah,
Punt
so
return
stuff
still
like
doesn't
that.
make a lot of sense, but I just go out there and do it.
Yeah. I believe it.
And one of the best parts about flag football, too, is it's not one game a week. No, these ladies are playing almost every other day. It feels like they got 2 games this week that we can catch. So plenty of football for you to watch with the Inderkum Tigers.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I have a feeling you guys will be family for life, as tight-knit and close as you guys are. So that's awesome. Well, yeah, definitely. Like Matt said, come out, support girls flag football, the Inderkum Tigers out of Natomas. You definitely want to see these young ladies in action. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show with us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, of course. You're welcome back anytime.
Anytime. You're welcome to any of our games. Come out anytime.
Absolutely. Right. We'll take you up on that. All right. Well, here's what we have coming up next right here on Toyota Sports Extra.